Hi, welcome to Plastic City. We're a free-to-use website dedicated to buyers and sellers in the UK plastics industry. First thing to understand is we're not a directory. All the suppliers are invited to join us on the basis they provide high-quality products with excellent levels of UK-based support. We recommend our partner services, as these criteria must be demonstrated before acceptance as a partner. In this video I'm going to give you an overview of the partners and facilities available on the site and the most efficient way to access them. In summary, we cover 90% of the products and services required within our industry. You can get multiple comparative quotes by submitting one inquiry. We operate the most comprehensive job facility in the market. We have one of the largest and most active used and surplus equipment facilities. As a partner, we actively manage arguably the most up-to-date and comprehensive UK plastic industry subscriber list in the market, thus giving you immediate access to all the UK plastic processing companies. Basically, our challenge is to cover all these facilities yet make the site easy to navigate. I'll now explain how to find your way around. Okay, firstly, you'll get to the homepage. The homepage is www.plasticcity.co.uk, and don't forget the K in the spelling. Right, there's four ways to find the resources that you're looking for. You can either navigate using the menu along the top. So our services basically shows you everything that we cover. It highlights red when you can select it, so you can see all the different things we cover here. Secondly, you can use the search facility, and you can basically put in whatever you're looking for, and anything on the website relating to your search term will be there. So we've got bulk conveying systems, counting, sorting equipment by UPM conveyors. You can see in our new technology hall there's one by UPM there, and you can also pick conveyors, flatbed, incline, horizontal incline, swan neck, etc., etc. So you can use the homepage, search page. So going to what the system most people tend to use from the homepage, and these large buttons here. The large buttons show you exactly what the main categories are, with underneath a brief descriptions of the subsections available within them. So you can see in polymers and compounds you've got commodity engineering, compounds and specialist polymers. Ancillaries covers everything from conveyors, chillers, granulators, temperature control units, dosers, blenders, everything. Okay, so that's the same going the way through. And finally, you can just use the site index. The site index basically shows every single facility that's available on the site. Okay. Oh, and by the way, if you do get stuck, you can click on our online chat facility. So if you're looking for something, you can't find it, click on there. We man that during the work hours in the UK, Monday to Friday. Okay, so the fundamental part of the website is our IPQ system. And the IPQ system is where you acquire multiple comparative quotes. So let's say you want to get a quote for some polymer. So you go to polymers and compounds. You then have a look. You've got material distributors, compounds, specialist polymers, master batch and additives, purging agents, recycled material. But let's say you want to get yourself some polycarbonate. Okay, so you go to the distribution section. You can see now there's a list of suppliers. These are the ones who have all been vetted, all excellent suppliers, and you can see we've got 6 very well-known suppliers here. Now, the companies you want to get quotes from will have a tick box in there. If you don't want to get a quote from them, you just do that, and then the quote request form won't go to them. You can read a summary about the company there. You can go look at their full profile. If they've got reviews, you can look at the reviews. You can actually just send a contact to them, and if you just send a contact, it just basically is there. So you can ask him a question. You can click the telephone number which comes up there. But let's say you want to get a comparative quote. So you've picked the companies you want, okay, and you then select the polymer that you want. So we said we wanted some polycarbonate, so you go to PC. If you have an existing grade and you want them to quote for an equivalent, you can just pop that in there. If you know what the MFI of the material is, you can pop it in here. You say what process you're involved in. You put up what just to help the suppliers, the application of the product. You choose a colour, custom, natural. If there's a filler, you say what the filler can be, and if there is a filler, you'd put in a percentage there. You then put down what the volume is required. So you could put down, I don't know, 1 ton, 1,000 kilos. When do you require delivery? Well, you can say I need it in 1 week. You put your postcode in there so they can work out delivery costs. Any requirements, something special, you just pop into that box there. You put your full name, your company, email address. You then have to say you're happy for them to contact you by phone. If not, then they'll only contact you by email. Confirm you're a UK company, and obviously to get away from these terrible spammers, you just click on there to say you're not a robot, and then submit for quote. And that quote request form will arrive to all these suppliers here, and certainly within 24 hours you will have a quote for the specification that you requested. Now, that facility is available for an awful lot of the sections. You've got it for polymers, you've got it for ancillaries, you've got it for finding a moulder, you've also got it for recycling, you've got it for screws and barrels, you've got it for robots and automation, obviously master batch, if you want a tool made. All these have a comparative quote facility, so you've got a list of what we would class as the best suppliers in the industry, maximum of 6, generally, apart from moulders where there's a lot more, but most sections have a maximum of 6, because as I said, we're not a directory. So that's the comparative quote facility. Now obviously some sections don't really cater for this very well, so what we have is, and let's take for an example the service providers. Service providers, anyone who provides a service in the UK plastics industry, and as you can see here we have all the different sections where the service engineers, people who move machines, repairing services, energy management. So let's say for instance, okay, let's say you want to get a prototype tool made. Okay, so these profiles are slightly different. You've got a bit more detail here. There's no comparative quote facility, but basically what you do is all these companies can provide you with rapid prototyping. So you can scan down, you decide which ones you want by, like I say, looking at the full profile, by clicking on here. This gives you a full profile of that particular company, so you can read down, tells you all about them. You've got the website address there if you want to go and visit them. Let's just go back to so I did a full screen, so I can't just press the back button, so that's a bit of an awkward one for me, but anyway, let's go back into service providers, rapid tooling. Okay, so you can have a look at the full profile as I mentioned. Then you can click on the request quotes, and that would open up a box like this, and you can then make direct contact as before, but this is specifically to the company. You put in what you require there. You can attach a couple of files, maybe some drawings, and boom, do the same as what I said before, submit for quote, and the inquiries will go directly to the companies we've said there. Okay, so that is and that is open to equipment. So like I say, if you haven't got the comparative quote system, the other one is to just ask for a direct quote there. Okay, so what else do we have? Well, we have the most active job section in the industry. Let's have a look. Like I said, you can go down this way here, using the menu down the left. You can go straight there. So let's look at the jobs. Basically, in there we've got a lot of industry jobs. You can post a job. You can look at what candidates are looking for a new role, and you can advertise your own profile, which we've done anonymously. So let's have a look. In any one time, we normally have at least 20 jobs on the website. And to have a quick look, they're split by sales and marketing jobs, engineering and maintenance, tool making, process and setting, and you've got operations and management. So you can see, quite easy, click on the detail, and then you just submit interest in it, and then we send your details on to the company. Right. Also in industry jobs then, you can post a job. So you have a vacancy, you post a job here, very simple and quite cheap, £190 per listing, and it's unlimited period. You put your details in here, so, what you're wanting, what you're looking for, As you can see, £190, 20% discount if you're a partner already, so that brings it down even further to £165. Accept the payment terms, click You're Not a Robot, submit, and we verify, and then it's live on the site. We also do a pretty much a weekly job alert, so any new jobs that have come on, any new candidates that have been listed, we will highlight that into our in our specific job alert. You can look at what candidates are available now, so you can see again this is a very popular section. These are people who are looking to either improve themselves or to find a job. You can see now we have many jobs here. We've got people who want to be production managers, sales jobs, tool setters, production management, CAD designers, so mold technicians, so you can see. So great, if you're looking for someone, great place to start. And finally, you can anonymously put your own profile on here, so you advertise your own profile, and all we do there is we put your details up on the website. And said we don't put your name, we don't put an email address up or anything. It just says what you're looking for, and if somebody is interested in you, we send you their details, and you then decide if you want to get in touch. So we don't send your details out to anybody. Okay, and the final, another big section we have is the used equipment section. Again, it's grown to a very large size now in the 3 years that we've been running. As you can see, we have 47 moulding machines. These are all the different sections. We've got 92 items of ancillaries at the moment. We've got a lot of granulators and shredders, 17 of them. We've got 4 lots of robot automation, and we've got 15 lots of material. So basically, if you want to have a look what machines are available at the moment, injection moulding machines, it's quite good. You've got a thumbnail image there, and if you want to get a bit more detail on them, you simply so you can see that's all the sizes up to 200 tons, and then from 200 up to 500 it's a separate size there, and then larger than 500 here. So you can see, so if you want to get a bit more detail on the, you just go in here. Okay, you have a look, got your details there, gives you a basic specification, and then you can make an inquiry. We then send your inquiry to the seller, and he will come back to you direct with any details that you require. And obviously we have the used equipment that you're looking at, but obviously you can sell your used equipment, and we have a great system because it's free of charge to list. So you have an option here. Basically, it's a 5% commission we payable only if we sell it through PlastikCity, or you pay a fixed £120 advertising fee. That's your choice. And if you then pick which category you want to put your product in, let's say you've got an injection molding machine to sell, you then put the details in here, as we said. Put a price in if you can, because it always helps. You confirm what you'd like to do. We could also buy the machines if you're interested in moving it quickly, so that's the make an offer. Otherwise we'd advertise it for you. Again, same thing, click on there, submit, we verify, and then it's up on the site. And again, we do a used equipment to learn twice a month. So any new items that are added, we pop them on the newsletter. We send it out to our sort of plus 10,000 subscribers. We send it across all our social media, as we do with any of our PR, and it gets a good viewing out there. So a great way to buy or sell your equipment. And in fact, if you're actually looking for something in particular, you're also able to list. Let's say you're looking for a 1,000-ton Engel machine. You basically say wanted, can't find what you need, post your requirement here. Click on there, basically say what you want. Here, looking for an injection molding machine, you describe what you want, put your details in, and off you go. And if somebody has a machine that you want, the commission is paid for by the seller. So you negotiate a price with him, and they pay us 5%. So again, if you're looking for something very specific, great way to put it in, because again, we publicise this in our newsletter. Right, what else we got? Well, finally, let's have a quick fly through. Useful stuff. This is some good stuff. A lot of people like to use this. We've got the most recent polymer prices. Used equipment machine valuation calculator, gives you approximate, if you want to know, particularly like insurance purposes, what's your machine's worth. Great for project management. It gives you an energy consumption calculator. Short weight conversion calculator, great for going from SG to grams. Choose the material. Let's have a look at this energy consumption one. Everyone uses this one. It proves very useful. All you do here is you put in the shot weight of the product, you put in your cycle time, you put in, just go and have a look at your electric bill, how much you pay per kilowatt hour, you put in how many hours per year, click go, and depending on what technology you've got, we give you an approximate of the cost per hour to run it. So if you've got an electric machine, it'll give you a price. If it's a hybrid machine, if it's a modern hydraulic machine with servo motor, it goes there. If it's got a variable displacement pump machine, it's there. And if it's an older machine, sort of pre-1998, obviously that's the heaviest consumption, but it'll give you a price. You can then put that into your costing. So again, it's never meant to be an exact thing, but it's because obviously different machines vary, but it's a good benchmark and can help you, like I say, when you want to do costings. And that's the same with, like I say, conversion calculators, clamp force requirements, all the way down there. If you're not sure what sort of chiller size you might need, we've got an excellent calculator for that as well. So it works well. What else? Finally, let's have a look at the news and blogs. We have a new technology hall where our partners can upload their most recent sort of product releases. They all have a slot to put in. So you've got, for instance, UPM. They brought out a new 3D simulation software for conveyors. We've designed it for a bit of fun, like a virtual exhibition. But you can see all our partners, any latest technology they bring out. We've got Motan Colortronic. They've got the world's first temperature control unit with turbo pumps. You can enter the stand. It gives you a bit more detail about the product there. And you can contact the company if you want to talk to them about it. So it's a way of highlighting some facilities that our partners have. You also have a great news section where our partner news are, and we do a blog. So partner news, good, keeps you up to date with everything our partners are doing. Bear in mind, we work with all the top suppliers in the UK industry, so the news is pretty thorough. You can see the sort of companies we've got. ICS on the cool there, cool inside Udo with the hot runners. So we have some great news, and as you can see how up to date it is. 18th to the 5th. So again, we highlight that across our social media and our newsletters as well. Okay. Right, we've got a review section. That's the final thing. You want to see what everyone thinks about our the Plastic City website. You can go to reviews and you can submit a partner review. You can submit a Plastic City review, and you can see these are the sort of things they've been saying. These are users of our website. Brett Martin, who used Plastic City for numerous reasons, find it extremely useful, one-stop shop. Yep, so it's great. Some nice positive comments tell you exactly what people think of us. So anyway, so don't forget. Okay, if you want to efficiently find products, services and resources in the UK plastics industry, then Plastic City should be your first port of call. So www.plasticcity.co.uk. Thanks for listening.